NHL's greatest players, John Beliveau. John Beliveau is widely regarded as one of the 10 greatest players of all time and is the second winningest player of all time. Beliveau was a 13-time All-Star and 10-time Stanley Cup Champion. He was a major part of the Montreal Canadiens dynasty in the 50s and 60s. Beliveau was a star right away for the Montreal Canadiens, and by his second season, he was amongst the top 3 scorers in the league. Beliveau was a first-team All-Star 6 times and a second-team All-Star 4 times. He won the Hart and Art Ross Trophy in the 1955-56 season, tallying a career-high 47 goals and 88 points in 70 games. That same season, Beliveau would lead the Canadiens to his first of 10 Stanley Cups, scoring 12 goals and 19 points in 10 games. For the rest of the decade, Beliveau and the Montreal Canadiens would terrorize and dominate the NHL, and they would win 4 more Stanley Cups in 1957, 58, 59, and 1960. Beliveau won his second Hart Trophy in the 1963-64 season, scoring 28 goals and 78 points in 68 games. Despite having a subpar regular season by his standard in the 1964-65 season, Beliveau would lead the Montreal Canadiens to the 1965 Stanley Cup. He would score 8 goals and 16 points in the playoffs that Stanley Cup run, earning him the inaugural Conn Smythe Trophy. Beliveau and the Montreal Canadiens dominated the rest of the 60s, and they would win 3 more Stanley Cups during the decade, in 1966, 68, and 69. Beliveau finished his career on top of the hockey world, as in his final season, he led Montreal to the 1971 Stanley Cup. He finished that season with 25 goals and 76 points in 70 regular season games. Then in the playoffs, he tallied 22 points in 20 games to win his 10th Stanley Cup. His 10 Stanley Cups are second all-time only to former Montreal Canadiens teammate Henry Richard. John Beliveau was the 4th player in NHL history to score 500 goals and the 2nd to score 1,000 points. By the time his career was over, he had 507 goals and 1,219 points in 1,125 regular season games. His playoff stats are even more impressive, as he had 79 goals and 176 points in 162 playoff games. Beliveau has made his name immortalized amongst Montreal Canadiens legends. He has the 2nd highest assists and points totals in franchise history and the 2nd highest points per game average behind Guy Lafleur. He also has the 2nd most goals in franchise history, second only to the great Maurice Richard. John Beliveau is one of the icons of the game, and the story of the NHL cannot be told without mentioning his name, as he was the centerpiece of those Montreal Canadiens dynasty teams that had a stranglehold over the NHL for a long time. Beliveau was the ultimate winner in the NHL. He won a Stanley Cup 10 out of the 18 seasons he played in the league, and the team never missed the playoffs. John Beliveau represented the Montreal Canadiens with such an impact that is impossible to duplicate. An equivalent to him would be Babe Ruth to the Yankees in baseball or Bill Russell to the Celtics in basketball. We might never see another player that is as dominant for as long as he was with one franchise. There is no doubt that John Beliveau was as dominant a player that there ever was in the NHL, making him one of the greatest players to ever play in the NHL.